Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna do a video about using a drone for security purposes. And this usually comes in handy when you live on a large plot of land. Like we have over 20 acres, so it's easier to use a drone than to walk around and try to see what's going on. As you can see, most of our property is wooded, and those places right there are not easily accessible. But it's always a good idea to check and see if anybody got onto the property, if some animals got onto the property. We've had animals here before. The weirdest animal I saw was a moose, but just above the property where the hills are, we had a family of boars, wild boars. So today, no, not using my hotel, this is just the bag, but I am gonna use my Mavic 2 Enterprise, and I'll tell you why. I will try to record the screen, and if that doesn't work, at the same time I'll record the video, and then I'll have to narrate the video separately. So let's get airborne. So this is my Mavic 2 Enterprise, as you can see, and it has seen some damage because I didn't even buy it. I actually traded it for one of my Hotel Evo drones from a guy that's seen some military action, and because most of the military guys, they're saying goodbye to their DJI drones and getting Evo drones, so that's where I got that from. The battery is almost fully charged, and I just got this battery right here. It was fully charged, but now it's a little depleted, but so I'm gonna run that one. And yeah, I'll show you the best feature. The best feature is on the remote right here. I know that my Evo has 8 times digital zoom, but Mavic 2 Enterprise has 2 times optical zoom and 6 times optical plus digital. So I can use just this wheel right here to easily zoom with the Enterprise. And now I'm gonna get airborne. Okay, so for the Mavic 2 Enterprise, we use DJI Fly app. Oh, I'm sorry, not DJI Pilot app. I always confuse the two. So right now, my screen is hopefully recording, and 87% battery. I'm gonna ignore this. I'm gonna ignore any updates, and I'm gonna get it airborne, not to waste any time.
Take off.
I also love how the Mavic is able to get airborne immediately. The Enterprise, you can get airborne immediately without getting the home point. But I'm gonna wait for the home point anyway, so I'm gonna kill the motors. Takes a while. That's why I love my Hotel Evo. My Hotel Evo, the fastest I got airborne, I actually timed it. I think it was like 30 seconds. So got the aircraft
The home
out.
point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
And here's another plus of the Enterprise. This little feature shows me all of the airplanes within range. So this one airplane is 12 kilometers away. Let's see where it's at, right there. So not anywhere near me. So that's why I love the Enterprise for that feature. So let's get airborne. Gonna hit record, and gonna make my altitude 50 meters. Actually, yeah, 50, because I have some high trees up on the hills. As you can see, it's a really foggy morning. Put the camera down, so that's the road. And see the benefit of Enterprise. I can do 2 times zoom. and I don't have to go far. So here goes the road. That's the gate, and right after the gate, usually treasure seekers go with their metal detectors. So usually there's a few cars parked right here, pretty much every day of the week. So I wonder if they're looking for some coins today. No, I don't see any cars. So I'm gonna fly this way. So as you can see, the fence is going right here, and goes around this way. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose signal because of all the trees, because there's definitely lots of trees here. Here's a pathway to the beach. So it goes along the fence. It's fairly long. And right here is a neighboring property. So this pathway in between the properties, our property and another property, goes all the way to the beach. And a lot of people travel here by this pathway. And before anybody says anything, I'm flying over my property. Well, our property. So right now I'm gonna probably lose signal because I'm walking from the other side of the house to where I can see the drone. And it happened before to where people, well, there we go, I'm losing signal. It happened before to where the people would get in, and we had photographers, we had people who wanted to shoot for their Instagram. They wanted to shoot the wildlife on our property because we have lots of ducks. Some people wanted to shoot the house, and I'm like, hey, you're trespassing. And luckily police is on our side, so if somebody is trespassing, we just either escort them or have them escorted if they don't like it. So here goes the fence, and only one time we had a really scary instance where a family got onto our property. It was deep winter. It was in the middle of the night. Oh, I can hear the drone now. Someone right above me. And the thing is, I'll show you in a moment, our property has several lakes on it. And in the winter, the lakes, that's me, top left corner. In the winter, the lakes are covered with ice. So here's one lake. And it's pretty deep. I mean, it's over 20 feet deep in some places. So family with kids got onto our property middle of the night. They did not know there was a lake. They thought there was just a clearing in the forest. And in the winter, we do these holes so the fish can breathe. And unfortunately, they did not know that. So we just scolded them. We yelled at the parents. I'm like, that's very irresponsible. You climbed over a fence. You knew there was a fence. There's no way to really get around it. You knew it was private property, and more than that, you did not know there was a lake. There was imminent danger to your children because of the ice would crack. You would fall under, your kids would fall under. There would be no saving you pretty much. And yeah, we had to scold them. So they apologized and we escorted. See, there is somebody right there. Or did I just see something? Nope, I think I just imagined something. So here's another gate. So see, there's another lake right there on our side of the gate. The fence actually continues right here. So the fence continues all the way right here. And luckily, like if I see something, I can zoom in instantly and see what it is. That's why I love the Mavic 2 Enterprise. the ability to zoom in really fast. So right here, there's gonna be a neighboring property. It's a kids camp. And many people, oh, it's like you're spying on other people's properties. Well, technically I'm over my property, and from this height you can't really see faces. You see anything that's going on that's not supposed to be going on. You will see shadows, you will see people, but you can't identify faces from this altitude. So, I mean, not really necessary to say anything about somebody spying on you. So I'll show you. Some trees are pretty high, that's why I do 50-meter altitude. So the fence goes somewhere around here. But I'll go along the lake, and where I live at, people say, oh, we're just gonna shoot down the drone. Well, there's a problem with that. If you shoot down a drone, even if it's a civilian drone, you are facing harsh penalties. You are facing criminal penalties for discharging a weapon in this country. That's one, and people have gone to prison for up to 10 years for that. And number two that you're facing is a civil lawsuit for damage to personal property. I have friends, well, I would say acquaintances, but probably friends by now in the military. So here's still property. This is like where I walk the dogs and stuff. Let's see. Oh, and that's already neighboring property. So I have friends in the military, and they shoot down drones all the time because there's a conflict between Ukraine and Russia right now, and they're allowed to do that. They shoot down drones all the time, and they report it. They lose their drones to the other side all the time to unfriendly fire. And I had one guy contact me. He's like, yeah, I thought you had an Evo 2 for sale. I'm like, no, I just have the Evo 1. And he told me, it's like, yeah, I was just flying my Evo 2 reconnaissance mission, and it got shot down by unfriendly fire, basically by enemy fire. He's like, I thought you had the Evo 2 for sale. He's like, I just spent $2,000 on the Evo 2, and let's see what's here. Yeah, that's another house. He's like, yeah, I just lost my Evo 2, and I was kind of hoping to buy a replacement drone body. I'm like, if you don't find it, I'll sell you my Evo 1. And the Evo 1 I traded, and that's me right there somewhere. Yeah, the Evo 1 I traded was for this enterprise, was to the guy who trains pilots, drone pilots, and me and him became buddies almost instantly. But yeah, this is a great way to do a reconnaissance mission with a drone. If you have a large property, you don't have to walking around like these woods can take almost an hour. You can quickly fly overhead, look, and honestly, if somebody's there who's not supposed to be there, they will probably scatter. They will probably run away. I'm gonna land my drone right now. Okay, so luckily the screen recording was saved. It confirmed it on the phone, which was not the case the last like 4 screen recordings I did. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, support the channel, and read the description to the channel because I put all the juicy information in there. So thanks guys, and see you guys later.